Ok, continuemos. Ujú. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Alien Random? Hola, ¿cómo estás, Jaden Oficial? ¿Cómo te encuentras, parte? Chequitico, no, hola, bien. Bien tranqui.
Let them believe they hold us here. When the throne is settled, we'll beat them to their vile birthing grounds.
Muy bien, Alien Random.
Shall be done.
A Trasvala, Grey Warden. I've never seen one of your kind in the deep roads. Always. But the Legion of the Dead has seen worse. We abandon our lives to face these sides without fear. It's a sacrifice I understand Grey Wardens are familiar with. What do you want here, Warden? Who put this dull idea in your head? We got other things to worry about on Orzammar. Ah, now I see. The Deep Lords in the Assembly can't make up their minds, so the Pretenders need added influence. I get that right? Warden, you've got your work cut out for you. Paragon Branca is dead, everyone with sense knows it. Past our line, the Darkspawn kill everything.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Michael Oyenantel? Pero de Free Fire, ay, ay, ay. ¿Cómo le arreglaste a mi Michael?
I'd gladly lead an assault through the dead trenches, but without an ass in the throne, we have no orders. I won't take fool's gold from a pretender. You want to go digging blind? You go right ahead. Let us know if you find any paragons. You're as likely to find a dozen as one.
No sabes.
It has begun.
Qué capo. qué habrán salido estos anuncios, no? Yo tengo 29 años. Tranquilamente podría ser el padre de algunos.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden? Arl Rendon Howe? The Earl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you? You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord. Do not be blinded by your desire for revenge. Rendon Howe will get what he deserves in time. Such deeds cannot go unpunished. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden? Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
All the scenes ahead.
Me sirve eso.
So be it.
It is done.
As you wish.
Well, Grey Warden, I'll give you credit for backbone. You've dug a line through the spawn. Still no sense in your head, but you've got skill. Why? The other kingdoms... When the time comes, I'll care for a good dwarven... Yes.
Me falta mucho, pero cuando tenga dinero me diré la compra más cara y podré jugar contigo. Uy, qué rico, una PC gamer.
So be it. Quickly, have you no concern for your own existence? You need?
Conocerme, quién sabe. Si algún día me vuelvo extremadamente famoso, y claro, ¿por qué no? Me hago mi paseo por el mundo igualito que Peter. Izquierda o derecha.
Something I can help with?
No, todavía no. Como te digo, en celular no juego casi nada.
It's begun.
I can do that for you.
Más juego en computadora.
Very well. Shall be done.
Trap right ahead. Of course. It's done. Right ahead.
Undertale, ya me lo pasé. En modo normal, saqué la ruta pacifista. Creo que me faltaría la ruta genocida. Cuphead, ya me lo pasé varias veces. Roblox, no juego. Y Jujutsu. ¿Jujutsu tiene juego? La mi chiquito con él.
As you say. As you say. I go.
Pero ya está más o menos mi pierna. Cuídala bastante.
As you wish. So be it.
It is done.
begun. I shall do it.
Bontail, God of War Ragnarok. Pues tan caro. Nos vemos, Michael.
Shall be done. It is begun.
First day they come and catch everyone.
Shall be done.
Second day, they beat us and eat some for meat. Fifth day, it's another girl's. Sixth day, her screams we hear. Seventh day, she grew as in her eyes. Eighth day, we hated as she violated.
Shall be done.
I can do that for you. Allow me. I can do that for you.
Ninth day she grins and devours
Shall be done.
turkey. Now she
Very
does
well.
feast as first they come and catch up everyone.
¿Quién eres tú?
What is this? A human? Bland and unlikely. Feeding time brings only kin and clan. I am cruel to myself. You are a dream of strangers' faces and open doors. Corruption. The men did that. Their wounds festered, and their minds left. They are like dogs, marched ahead, the first to die. Not us. Not me. Not Laren. We are not cut. We are fed. Friends, and flesh, and blood, and bile, and all I could do was wish Laren went first. I wished it upon her so that I would be spared. But I had to watch. I had to see the change. How do you endure that? How did Branka endure? Do not talk of Branka, of what she did. Ancestors preserve us. Forgive me. I was her captain, and I didn't stop her. Her lover, and I could not turn her. Forgive her. But no, she cannot be forgiven. Not for what she did. Not for what she has become. No more than a few breaths, but longer than an eon. It was long enough. Long enough to miss her. To love her again. To hate her more than ever. No. I swore not to speak of it. Not to think of it. La, 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 la. I will not hear any more about Branka. They spit bile and blood in my mouth. I would rather die than bring that with me, than have her see me like this. I will not become what I have seen. Not Laren, not Branka. She became obsessed.
The darkspawn of senses. Come, let us in. I shall look at you.
We tried to escape, but they found us.
Hallowed ground. Blood has been spilled in battle here.
They made her hate the others, our friends. She tore off blanket, and while she ate, she grew. She swelled and turned gray. She smelled like that. They reamed mother.
What the fuck?
Let's make this quick. Defend yourself.
Let us end this.
That's where they come from. That's why they hate us. That's why they need us. That's why they take us. That's why they feed us. But the true abomination is not that it occurred, but that it was allowed. Branka, my love. The stone has punished me, dream friend. I am dying of something worse than death. Betrayal.
Dale, mi Chiquiti Condor. ¿Se murieron dos?
As you say. As you say.
Allow me. I could do that.
It shall be done. As you wish. As you wish.
You need me? Indeed.
Yes.
What was that?
Let me be blunt with you. After all this time, my tolerance for social graces is fairly limited. That doesn't bother you, I hope.
Well, shave my back and call me an elf. Bronca, by the stone! I barely recognized you.
Ogren. It figures you'd eventually find your way here. Hopefully you can find your way back more easily. And how shall I address you? Hired sword of the latest lordling to come looking for me? Or just the only one who didn't mind Ogren's ale breath?
Be respectful, woman. You're talking to a Grey Warden.
Ah, so an important errand boy, then. I suppose something serious has happened. Is Enrin dead? That seems most likely. He was on the old and wheezy side. Haramat, is it? Insufferable blowhard who's never had one memorable moment in his tradition-bound life. I don't care if the Assembly puts a drunken monkey on the throne. Because our protector, our great invention, the thing that once made our armies the envy of the world, is lost to the very dark spawn it should be fighting. The Anvil of the Void. The means by which the ancients forged their army of golems and held off the first archdemon ever to rise. It's here, so close I can taste it. And you assume, after all my efforts, you'll be able to waltz in and seize the anvil without a hitch? How typically arrogant. The anvil lies on the other side of a gauntlet of traps designed by Caradon himself. My people and I have given body and soul to unlocking its secrets. This is what's important. This has lasting meaning. If I succeed, the Dwarven people benefit. Kings, politics, all that is transitory. I've given up everything and would sacrifice anything to get the Anvil of the Void. Enough questions. If you wish me to get involved with this imbecilic election, I must first have the Anvil. There's only one way out, Warden. Forward. Through Caradon's maze, and out to where the Anvil waits.
What has this place done to you? I remember marrying a girl you could talk to for 1 minute and see her brilliance.
I am your paragon.
What do you want?
I needed people to test Caradon's traps.
No está equipado este loco.
There's no way to break through except by trial and error. I sent them in. They were all mine, pledged to be mine. And they didn't
Yep.
want to help. They tried to leave me. Even my Hespeth. But even she couldn't understand that when you reach for greatness, there are
That
sacrifices.
didn't work.
As many sacrifices as are needed.
I've got it!
gone, she was pledged to me. She swore she'd do whatever it took to find the anvil. There was... Most of them were dying of the pain already. Some of them were informed. I knew what they would become.
Very well. Shall be done. I shall do it.
Something I can help with?
I shall do it. As you say.
No, ¿cómo estás, Pro XD? Bro, si le dices, tú sos un pro y un crack. El crack de cracks. La gente me consume para poder sentirse bien. ¿Cómo?
I never liked this part. I suppose violence is the solution. Sometimes.
Mataron a todo el equipo.
Right ahead.
Nos vemos, Chaquiticondro, cuídate muchos.
Something I can help with?
My name is Carrigan. Once, longer ago than I care to think, I was a paragon to the dwarves of Orzammar. If you seek the anvil, then you must care about my story, or be doomed to relive it. But she does not understand its danger. If the anvil is not destroyed, you condemn hundreds of living souls to continue in agony for another 1,000 years. No mere smith, however skilled, has the power to create life. To make my golems live, I had to take their lives from elsewhere. The Darkspawn were pressing in. Originally, I only took volunteers, the bravest of souls, willing to trade their very lives for the chance to defend their homeland. But King Valtor became greedy. He began to force men, casteless and criminals, his political enemies, all of them were to be given to the anvil. It took feeling the hammer's blow myself to realize the height of my crimes. Not revenge. The blow of the hammer opened my eyes. My apprentices knew enough to make me as I am, but not enough to fashion a control rod. I retained my mind. We have remained entombed here ever since, and I have sought a way to destroy the anvil. Alas, I cannot do it myself. No golem can touch it.
No! The anvil is mine! No one will take it from me!
You, please, help me destroy the anvil. Do not let it enslave more souls than it already has.
Don't listen! He's been trapped here for 1,000 years, stewing in his own madness. Help me claim the anvil, and you will have an army like you've never seen!
Bronca, you mad, bleeding nugtail! Does this thing mean so much to you that you can't even see what you've lost to get it?
Look around. Is this what our empire should look like? A crumbling tunnel filled with darkspawn spume? The anvil will let us take back our glory!
Thank you, stranger. Your compassion shames me.
No! You will not take it! Not while I still live!
Bronca, don't throw your life away for this. Just give her the blasted thing. She's confused. Maybe once she calms down, we can talk to her.
So the drunkard has some use after all.
No! I cannot allow you to do this. To me, golems! Defend the anvil, whatever the cost!
It's not exhaust on the pines.
so sweet. Such power.
You found the anvil. Are you happy now? Maybe we could go back to Orzammar, share the good news.
Look at it. It was worth it. All of it. The anvil is everything I thought it would be.
I should have known. I thought that once you had the anvil, you'd be satisfied.
Perhaps I could use it now. A reward for defeating Caradon. You wanted a crown, no? Or have you set your sights higher than the petty kings of Orzammar? Then stand aside and I shall forge it for you. Take it to whomever you please.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sandu7231.
Lump of hot metal to go over a couple of empty heads. Now leave. It will take me some time to fully realize the mysteries here. I can hear it. It wants to be used again. It speaks in 100 different voices. Surely you can hear them. But they call to me. I've heard them for 2 years, just beyond the tunnel, speaking to me.
Did you hear what Caradon said? Hundreds of people were bound into golems, trapped inside the anvil when their bodies were destroyed. That's who you hear!
No, it's not true. You lie! But I will not believe that was Caradon. Caradon would never turn on his own invention. He was a genius. The best of us all. He must have been wrong. The anvil was Orzammar's salvation. The voices. They've been calling to me for so long, and I didn't even... Oh, Hespeth tried to tell me, but I wouldn't listen.
You have to make this right. The Branca I knew would do what is right.
The anvil must be destroyed. It's an abomination. Go. Return to Orzammar. It's better they never know what became of me.
¿De qué trata el juego? Es un RPG, de esos en los que hablan bastante. Hay mucho diálogo.
pretty much beat the sod out of how I imagined it. You ready to head back yet and share the news? Yeah, those Deshirs have been trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
You should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
Bronca sacrificed herself to destroy a cursed sodding artifact that should never have existed. Before she died, Bronca forged this crown for Orzamar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! Then tell us, Grey Warden, which king did Paragon Blanca endorse?
The Grey Warden knows nothing about us. Why would a Paragon entrust someone like this with such a weighty decision? This is ridiculous!
We've argued in these chambers for too long. The will of the Paragon is that the Grey Warden decide.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards! I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a Paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control. Indeed, more than anyone but my wife, Warden, and I thank you for it. Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion. I will. This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's second. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Immediately. As you say.
Yes?
Grey Warden, you have impressed the best of us. You are stone-carved, Warden.
¿Alguna misión faltante acá?
Impressive work, Warden. King Haramont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories, but I apologize. You do not know me nearly as well as I know you. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories. Is there something more I can help you with? That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city. I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition? He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Ozamar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more? I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig? You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the Assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
A ver qué recompensa me darán.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me. And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
5 moneditas de oro. A nada. Acá creo que no hay nada.
News of the hour. Supporters of disgrace.
Acá tampoco no hay nada.
Have you seen my... I'm only asking because you never know. Right.
No, por acá no era.
I'm only asking because... Right.
Stone preserve, King.
Tengo que darme la vuelta hasta allá.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my ruck? What is it? Is he dead? Please don't torment me. Crazy. Oh, ancestors, save him. I've heard of this. Lost soldiers turning on each other, eating darkspawn flesh. Is that what happened to my boy? Why didn't you bring him home? Such a good boy. Still thinking of me after all he's been through. I have to go to him. He needs me. Oh, he must be so frightened out there, so lonely. I thank you for what you've done. Even if you couldn't be bothered with more. Take this. It's my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I was saving it for Ruck, but I want you to have it. As my thanks.
¿Y vas a ir a buscarlo? Ah, no, se queda ahí nomás.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper. Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
I can't. Are you here to buy something or what?
Nada más esto tienes.
Is something the matter? Are you thinking about Branka?
Branka?
You loved her, didn't you?
Give me a moment. By the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there. If I could fight Randar Volney's second after downing 15 lichen ales in half an hour, I'm not gonna be put off by a high sodding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, what you call it, daylight.
So, what does your uncle say? Is he doing what you said? Shh, not so.
Long live the king of Orzammar. Don't go through business.
Este lugar.
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
I guess it's like Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us. We'd best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
What will they send next? Darkspawn tax collectors?
Fortifications will be built around the camp. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Creo que tengo todos los ejércitos, o bueno, no sé a quién faltaría de todo esto.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else. Certainly.
You? You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
Hueso de dragón con 3. Hueso de dragón. Arco corto, arco. Ballesta. No tienes nada con el especial.
Once the dragons were strong, we will be again one day.
Tell me.
A ver, ¿cuál sería la siguiente misión? Dice el oeste. Montañas al oeste. A ver, urna de las cenizas sagradas. Aldea del refugio. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Raptor? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué me cuentas?
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
Watch out.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
As you say.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
No, you do not. I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor. Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Revered father? I've never heard of this.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo. You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
I suggest we tread carefully here. Something is amiss.
Interesting strategy. Tell me, do you intend to keep going north until it becomes south and attack the Archdemon from the rear? Truly, it would surprise me if my enemy counterattacked by running away and climbing a mountain. The Archdemon is our goal, and we are heading away from it to find the charred remnants of a dead woman. I will not simply follow in your shadow as you run from battle. Then turn and fight. You keep the Darkspawn waiting. As
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I was not expecting to find something so unsettling.
This village is not quite what it seems, is it?
Here comes trouble!
You are not religious, yes? You do not believe?
I do. To an extent. It does not govern my life, however. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. You are just a very good person, and it shows. And I thought at first you were religious like some of the revered ones. But no. I thought about it, and I realized that you're not.
more enemies ahead. I shall do it. We must not exhaust our supplies. You called. As you wish.
Allow me. I can do that for you. Is everyone in the chantry? These villagers are a remarkably pious bunch.
Of course.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her...
Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. He will tell others of us if we let him. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance.
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven. As you say. I shall do. It shall be done.
I can do that for you.
Parte, quité sin querer en OBS lo del video multipista. ¿Cómo lo habilito? Vas a opciones. A ver, vas acá. Ah, no, opciones en panel. Vas a panel y si pones ahí to multistream, dale clic y va a volver a aparecer.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it. You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
I can set the leg and ease some of the pain, but he'll need a lot of rest in order to heal.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain. The Arl is sick. Will he live? The Arl is a noble soul, but the ashes will surely cure him. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Ivric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
De nada, mi bro.
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you. Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there. A key to open the way. It may have been passed down through the generations, from the first people who built the temple. Now, where does this go? Give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain. I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go, I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn. Ah, it's my job. Just be careful, that's all I ask. The temple is perilous. I'll be right here if you need me. Now it's done.
Shifting skies of fade. This is magnificent.
Sirve.
Very well. As you say. be done. As you say.
Valoraza. Izquierda, derecha.
It shall be done. As you say. Best be wary. More enemies ahead.
Tiene magos. Ahí me cagaron ya. No vi que tenían magos. Pensé que solamente eran puros aldeanos, ¿no?
On my way.
As you wish.
As you say. I shall do it.
have my thanks. You have my thanks. Unexpected. Thank you.
Exhaust our supplies. Shall be done. As you say. She's begun.
I could do that for you. Allow me. I could do that for you.
Begun. Shall be done. I shall do it. be done.
Try that again.
I think we've done it. It's begun.
So be it.
right ahead.
Yes.
Maker's breath!
I shall do it.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
No quarter shall be given. It shall be done. Dragons are not to be toyed with. We must not exhaust our supplies.
Au. Se dolió.
Blast! We must fight for the retreat. No quarter will be given.
Be careful! Alright, battle it is then.
Everything we've done. It has begun. As you say. Good, another down. By the Maker! That's the wearing, nor the fool's day! Foolish!
Esto había acá. ¿Qué cosa había atrás entonces?
We must gain the advantage!
Allow me. I could do that for you.
It has begun.
¿Quién es?
Stop! You will go no further! You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more! You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? You did this all for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have? None but the disciples may approach Andraste. She is not ready yet. When the time is right, she will descend upon the nations in fiery splendor, and all will know her. But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions. It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Father Colgrim. I lead the disciples of Andraste. Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal Andraste. The urn is watched by an immortal guardian. He is trapped in the past and refuses to accept the risen Andraste. Now the ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist. The Holy Andraste wishes us to reclaim her ashes for her, but the Guardian has always stopped us. The task is simple. I give you a vial of the Holy Andraste's blood, and you empty the vial into the ashes. Whatever magic was held in the ashes will be undone, and our great lady will be freed from the shackles of her past life!
And what? Encourage the worship of a large lizard? Consider your actions carefully. Your wisdom is overwhelming.
You will not help us? Then we cannot allow you to leave here. To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
We must...
as you say.
Qué pegriloso. Oye, vamos a guardar acá y regreso luego del almuerzo.